I would like to talk about what it really means to stay in character. Do you often struggle with this concept as an actor? In this video, I will discuss what it really means for an actor to stay in character in an artful, professional, and productive way. You've seen the headlines. Heath Ledger locked himself in a hotel room for weeks so that he could become the Joker. Daniel Day-Lewis stayed in character as Abraham Lincoln for months. Jared Leto sent rats to his castmates while he was playing the Joker. Staying in character has become almost mythological, a concept wrapped in both awe as well as eye rolls. Sometimes actors wear it as a badge of honor, sometimes as an excuse for toxic behavior. But what does it really mean for an actor to stay in character, especially when it's not about madness, suffering, or grandiosity? It should be about continuity, clarity, and emotional truth. And yes, sometimes it's simply about being able to make a cup of coffee while at the same time knowing how to speak as a 17th century sailor. So let's address the elephant in the room right away, the myths that are attached to method acting. I made a recent video about debunking the myths of method acting, which was very interesting to explore. Feel free to check that out after this video. So, method acting is not a hall pass for staying in character 24/7. That type of thing is a myth, and if there are any actors that actually engage in this kind of process, it's actually more of a gimmick than it is a practical use of the craft. So let's talk about the different mediums of stage versus film, because the staying in character bubble can mean wildly different things depending on the medium. On set, for example, you may only film one intense scene in a day. The on-set environment is often chaotic, non-linear, and full of distractions. Staying in character helps the actor maintain an emotional readiness in between takes, although not every actor has to go that far and that extreme. As long as you have different tools at your disposal, for example, a playlist, a physical warm-up that you can do, using your imagination to re-enter the character's imaginary world before the cameras roll. You don't necessarily have to go eat your lunch in character, but you can use different things. Also, journaling in character can be of a great help, or just simply moving off to a quiet corner or in your trailer and finding some quiet time to bring yourself back into the character's universe. On stage is a little bit different. The theater offers the beginning, middle, and end of the whole entire story, live in real time. Staying in character in this type of situation in the theater means being able to ride through the character's entire arc and taking good care of yourself, staying connected in your imagination to what's happening, even when you're off stage, before you make your entrance, to walk through the previous circumstances of the character. In the theater, a playlist also can serve you very well. And depending on the actor, you can begin that process as you enter the theater an hour or 30 minutes before the curtain rises, and you stay in and you stay connected all the way until the curtain call. Now, what about staying in character off stage? Yes or no? Should you stay in character between scenes, between days? I think there's a balanced answer to this question. Stay in character as much as it serves the work and as much as it respects you and the people around you. If staying in character deepens your performance, helps you stay more alive and actively listening in the scene, and creates consistency for your work, great. If it makes your co-stars uncomfortable, if it slows down production, or if it starts to feel like a little bit of a psychodrama situation, pull back. Your performance is only as powerful as your ability to collaborate, to adapt, and to take direction. There's no Oscar category for the most tortured actor. So I would like to talk about Mike Leigh. If you're not familiar with Mike Leigh, he is a legendary British film director who has a unique approach to how he works with his actors to build their characters, and he has very clear ideas about what it means for an actor to stay in character, to what extent they should stay in character to serve the film. Mike Leigh is known for groundbreaking films such as Secrets and Lies and Naked, as well as a multitude of others. Mike Leigh takes a very unique and collaborative approach when he works on each project. He doesn't start with a script. He starts with character development, and then the script comes out of that process. Leigh works with his actors in long, private, improvisational workshops, sometimes for months. Each actor builds their character from the ground up, developing the history, the voice, behaviors, relationships, even mundane details about what type of toothpaste they use. These characters are never discussed between the actors until the moment that they meet in a scene. And this is where the script will begin to be created, is based on improvisational exercises where the characters meet up in specifically detailed scenarios. But it's only once the characters have been fully shaped does Mike Leigh even attempt to bring elements of a story into play. He begins to shape the story based on the emotional and psychological discoveries that are made during the rehearsal process. This method requires that the actors stay deeply immersed in their characters during the entire improvisational process. So the actors in this case are not just performers, they are co-creators. They're not just memorizing lines or executing blocking, they are living as these people. Now, unlike the myth of never breaking character, Mike Leigh's process is quiet, thoughtful, and deeply respectful to the artist and the art form. His actors don't treat staying in character like a gimmick or a burden. They treat it as part of the work and a gateway to deeper empathy and truth, and a way of elevating the project. Mike Leigh says, and I quote, "You don't act the character. You become the character through exploration, and then you act from that place." One of the things that he championed was the actor's ability to value simply being in their character, not doing anything necessarily earth-shattering or dramatic, but that every actor should know what it means to be the character in the simplicity of just sitting in a room, in their thoughts, and maybe even in their privacy, or doing a very simple, everyday, menial task. These types of details are many times more valuable than anything. Building a character is not about disappearing into the role. It's about illuminating it with your humanity. The decision to stay in character in different situations should be a tool, not a trap. So stay curious, stay committed, but most importantly, stay artful. Because no matter how deeply you dive, the best actors still need to know when to come up for air. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Click on the description below for links to our website and to learn more about the new Collective Acting Studio and our private coaching membership. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.